big bad wolf and the intelligent buffalo. Okay, so let's go. Once upon a time, when animals still had the ability to speak, a huge buffalo was living on a shepherd's farm. The buffalo was helping the shepherd in the field work, and the shepherd was doing his best to make him happy, to make the buffalo happy. One day, the shepherd, who was taking the buffalo to graze, sat under an apple tree to get some rest. At that moment, a hungry, cunning wolf sneaked up and followed them. And the wolf said to himself, that buffalo would be a great lunch for me. But I need to get rid of that human. The wolf suddenly appeared before the buffalo and the shepherd. Ahoo! I have a few questions for you. If you can't answer, the buffalo is mine. The shepherd and buffalo were very curious about what the cunning wolf would ask. And the wolf asked his first question to the buffalo. You, buffalo, how does a buffalo serve a human? Why? Why does a buffalo serve a human when he has such powerful horns? Huh? Then the buffalo answered. He said, well, I plow the shepherd's field and he feeds me the best food. And then the wolf asked another question to the shepherd. How does a shepherd make this huge buffalo serve him? Is that a magic cane in your hand? And the shepherd said, no, it's not the cane that's magical. It's our wisdom. And the wolf said, yo, wisdom? What's that? That's not an answer. Now I can take this buffalo home if I want. But I'm very curious about this thing called wisdom too. And the shepherd said, it's not with me, but if you want, I can show you wisdom on one condition. And the wolf said, what's that condition? And the shepherd said, until I bring the wisdom, I will tie you to this tree so that The buffalo would be safe while I'm gone. And then the shepherd left. He went to bring back wisdom. So when he left to bring back wisdom, the buffalo, the wolf was tied to the tree. And the buffalo was grinning at what would happen to the wolf. The buffalo was like this. But although the wolf did not understand why the buffalo was laughing, he continued to wait for the shepherd for hours. After a while, the shepherd came out with a big box in his hand. He opened the lid of the box, but the wolf saw that the box was empty. And the wolf said, "Wisdom, where is it? Did you bring it?" And the shepherd said, "It's inside, right there in the corner. If you don't see it, let me untie you so you can take a closer look." So the shepherd, untied the wolf. And as soon as the wolf got into the box to see the wisdom, the shepherd closed the lid on him and he started shouting, "Help! Help!" And the buffalo said to the wolf, "Wisdom." No, first the shepherd said to the wolf, "Wisdom is too precious to fit in a box, dear wolf." And the buffalo said, the buffalo added, "Wisdom is in the mind, and you can only find it by searching for it like hidden treasure." And the wolf started crying. "I promise I will never underestimate the minds of others again. I will be more generous and smarter. Please get me out of here." But the shepherd and the buffalo didn't listen to him. They left him. They went back home. So the next morning, they came back and they saw that the wolf learned a good lesson and they took him out of the box. And the wolf said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And from that day on, the wolf got along better with all the other animals in the forest. From flying birds to tiny insects. The end.